Yeah, welcome everybody to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Gomer, and I'm a podcast assistant here. And so to bring you another episode of the World of Ability, which we do here every Saturday at 1 o'clock Central. And um, so we do have a great guest with me today, Angie. So
Oh,
welcome, Angie.
hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I am fantastic, thank you. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that we met before. Can you say a little bit about who you are, what you do?
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, my name is Angie Dodge, and I am the founder and the owner of Moxie Virtual Solutions. And my team of very smart and savvy assistants are at the ready to help business owners with all of their back office needs. And that could mean it can be anything from managing your calendar to creating your website to updating your CRM, sending thank you cards to your clients, whatever it is that it's those tasks and that non-revenue generating activity that needs to be done that keeps your business moving forward because it allows for the business owner to be front and center doing what they do best.
Awesome. That sounds
Thanks.
cool. How long have you how long have you been in business or
Uh,
doing what
it,
you're
it
doing?
well, so I started this journey as an executive assistant in the C-suite space, and that was forever ago, and I was really good at it, and I had the reputation, if you want something done, give it to Angie. And I found myself without a job pre-COVID, but during like right before COVID hit, it had nothing to do with COVID. So I believe wholeheartedly that timing is everything. I found myself without a job and I always put my resume out on Indeed and LinkedIn. And the only job that I could get at the time was a local boutique consulting firm wanting contracted executive assistant support. So I thought, what the heck? I can do this while I'm looking for other jobs. It allows me to work from home, gives me flexibility. And then, one of the things I find in that role, you sit very closely, you're right next to the executive, whether it's virtual or not. And if you're really good at the job, you get a lot of referrals. And so I found myself getting one referral after the other to the point where I couldn't handle it by myself anymore. And now I'm almost 6 years in with a full agency and a team supporting all of the amazing businesses that we support.
Awesome. What were you doing before?
So I was an executive
Before you
assistant.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I was an executive assistant. I started that I was never actually I always wanted to be a teacher,
Oh,
and I realized the level of responsibility that took, and I don't believe that I was ready for that when I was in school the first time around. So I got out of school for a while and just got random jobs and just found out that I was really good at being an assistant to high level executives. I could really tap in to what their priorities were. And like I said, I just had a great skill set for problem solving, getting things done, and knowing how to elevate that person in that role. And so I'd always done that with a background in HR. And now I found myself, owning my own business, doing it for companies on a virtual platform.
that's cool. Moxie, how's that? Uh,
Do you know what that
how did you ever come up with like that name
So do
first?
you know what the word means? So moxie is it's what I call an old school word. You don't hear it
Okay.
very
Yeah,
often
yeah,
anymore.
that's what I was gonna, I was sort of
You don't hear
getting
it. So have you ever seen the movie oh, what is that movie with Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet? They switch homes at Christmas time, and anyways,
at.
they're
Okay.
older down. There's a man in the movie who tells Kate Winslet that she is moxie. And what that means is if you look it up, it means you've got a little bit of sass, you got a little bit of grit. It's just a really cool word for how I describe my team. We're all pretty sassy. We all have a little bit of grit to us. We jump in and get things done. And that's what we do. We do it with some moxie, with a little bit of flair.
I love that.
Thank you. It's a fun word, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and the meaning behind it too. It's
Yeah, so
awesome.
you can tell you and your friends you've got some moxie, little spunk,
Right.
little spunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's interesting because what we do, one of the things that I took a lot of pride in the executive space was just not just getting things done, but getting it done well. And I always had a very high level of a quality of excellence, if you will, about myself that I was just kind of born with. And I bring that into every space that I can. And I have a level of expectation of my team that's close to what I call a white glove service. But when you put a white glove service, what that looks like in your mind or what that definition is, and you put that up against the word moxie, it doesn't always make sense or correlate. And so in our space, we created the Moxie method, which is our version of white glove service for our clients. And that entails us really digging in deep to their business and doing some audits, doing assessments that allow us to find where their gaps are in their business so that we can basically tell them, here's how we can fill these gaps so that you're running on all cylinders and you're feeling the that lift that businesses are always looking for.
Yeah. Um, so if somebody is kind of too like looking uh to be like a potential client, like
Yeah. What are they
what's
looking
kind
for?
of
Yeah.
yeah, what kind of like how do they go about doing that?
So, interestingly enough, one of the things that I've recently learned the hard way is that our clients they don't really know how to articulate what they need. They just feel it. Most of our clients, these business owners, if you think of small business owners, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, trying to carry the load themselves to cut costs, save money, whatever, they're feeling it. They're feeling it in their soul. Like they're missing meetings, they're double booking themselves, they're missing important emails from potential clients. All of these things that they know that are important, they're missing all of this. So they're feeling the pain, but they don't necessarily know how to articulate it. So they can reach out to us. It's, moxievirtualsolutions.com, and we do a discovery call. And in that discovery call, like I said, we ask every question. We do our own Moxie method assessment that finds out what all that back end looks like. Where again, what are your gaps? What are you missing? Maybe your website is outdated. Maybe your social media isn't giving the message that it needs to give. Maybe your client journey is off a little bit. What are those operational needs that you have that you don't even know you have? So we work on those things with our clients. So it's just all about going to our website, reaching out to me, Angie at Moxie Virtual Solutions, and we get on a call and we find out what that looks like, and we put a plan together and we work on it together. We're very relationship based. You have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we do, and we do it with some flair,
Yeah,
some
Moxie.
moxie.
That's gonna be my word now.
Awesome. I love it. I love
Um,
that.
um, uh, so I think. Um, what questions do I have? So like how you said you were getting like referrals, like how big is your team? Like, are you only in
Ohio?
Ohio,
Nope. Nope.
or do you go like outside of
Oh,
Ohio
so yeah, so we are
or the
virtual.
US or
Yep, we're
okay,
we're in the US, but since we're virtual and we offer virtual services, we could have clients all over the world if we could get them. We do have a lot of clients in Cincinnati only because I do a lot of networking locally, and a lot of we get referrals from our local clients and they have pretty long reaches. So we do tend to get a lot of clients locally. However, we do have clients that are in California. We've got clients in Texas, Colorado. So we can, yeah, as long as it's a good fit and, people under, what's important to me is that the clients really understand our value. We're not just checking tasks off. We're not just putting a to-do list together. We're really investing in their business. And I honestly tell people that I feel like their business is my business because if their business isn't successful, we're not going to be successful. So I take a very serious, deep approach with our clients, and I really want to see them succeed. And, the only way we do that is by partnering properly, asking the right questions, and then coming up with an agreed upon plan that we execute for them.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's fun to watch businesses grow when all, everything is like if you think about your car. I mean, I hate to say this because I'm not a big fan of any kind of car, really. It's a necessary evil in my mind. But if you think about your car, if all the pieces aren't working properly together, your car isn't going to be running at its optimum level, right? And that's kind of how I look about what we do with a business. We come in and see where the parts need to be fixed and we either fix them with a system, a process, a program, or a person.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks. We
Um,
like to think so.
yeah. Um,
So we're not live right now, are we?
yeah, we're live
We're
right
live.
now.
I had no idea. Because I've done podcasts before where it's
Okay.
pre-recorded, I guess, and then they edit it. So I met I don't remember I met him on a networking event and he shared with me this podcast and I think podcasts are super fun just to get on because you learn random things. So tell me a little bit about this podcast. He really didn't share much. I just decided to sign up. So where's this podcast coming from?
Okay, so we are in Wisconsin.
Okay.
Um, I'm
Oh,
in,
speaking of that, Ohio State and Wisconsin are playing today, by the way.
yeah, I know, and just like in like an hour.
Yeah, are you gonna be able, do you watch, are you a Wisconsin fan?
Yeah, I'll probably tune in at least to check on the score.
Okay,
Uh,
well, go Bucks. Sorry.
yeah.
I'm a Buckeye. As a matter of fact, I have Buckeye earrings in. I had a Buckeye sweatshirt
Oh
on
boy.
earlier, and I thought maybe I wouldn't keep it on, but maybe I should have. Could have been fun.
So yeah, I'm in the Madison
Okay.
area. Um, and Kurt, who I think you've met, is over in the Milwaukee area.
Okay.
Uh, and he's so this podcast was started in 2020. Um, and so it's been going every Saturday for the last 5 years. Um, and I've had a lot of different people. But it's kind of all about um well, kind of about who you are, what you do, but then kind of about the whole like abilities, and everybody has their own abilities, that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, Well, I think that's interesting because
And
it does play, one of the things that I share with people when, when they bring us on to help them, they're not just, I mean, we're people, yes, but executive assistants, administrative assistants who are really good in that role have a certain skill set that is highly transferable. We can work in any industry and we can do what we do well. And our skill set is so unique because it isn't always something that you can learn from a book. It's something that in some ways you just learn how to be. So I'm a problem solver. I'm efficient with my time. Like I would challenge a lot of people to see if they can get as much done in a day that I can get done. I'm an amazing I'm an amazing scheduler. And like I said, these are things that most people, you don't go to school to learn, and you can't really learn from a book. But if you're not good at it, you'll know right away that you're not good at it. And so I do believe when you're really good in this role, either you're born to do it or there's just something about you that you're able to learn different types of skill sets and how to utilize them in a way that works for you. You're muted. I can't hear you.
Oh, here.
I
Uh,
feel like that should be the t-shirt of like the decade. Hashtag you're muted.
yeah, I meant to. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, it's important to like find the right fit with your skills and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Um, but and you may have already sort of said this, but like um what sort of like inspired you to start
I
Moxie
I will be honest with you, it nothing inspired me because it came by accident.
or inspired you, or how did you come
Well,
to
I tell you,
start it?
I call myself an accidental entrepreneur because this was
Okay.
never on my radar. I always thought that I was going to be a corporate girl, working downtown, doing the downtown thing and wearing the heels, wearing the suits and all of that. And God had a different plan for me. And when I say that God had a plan because this came out of nowhere and I really had no control over it. It just happened and I just decided to go with it and see where we went. And I'm glad that I did because the people that come into my life by having this business has even our clients, they're all amazing people. They're doing amazing things in the world. And it has given me a higher purpose. Like when I was in the corporate space, sure, I liked my job fine, but I didn't care about it the way I care about this. Like we are truly helping other individuals fulfill their dreams by having a business or doing whatever it is that they're called to do. And I've never felt that before until I started running my own business. And then the assistants, the assistants that we bring on our team. I mean, have a passion now for developing assistants because I do have a different expectation and I have a very high expectation of our assistants. And because of that, we're putting together our own development plan so that we can develop our assistants the way that we want them to be because of the level of service that we want to give.
Yeah.
So who is your audience on this podcast? I'm curious. Do you have a pretty wide, is it a big audience? When I literally said all I did was sign up, that is what I did. I just signed up. I'm like, oh, I'll be on a podcast. That sounds like fun. Let's do it.
Um, well, I mean, we're working with a few groups that get out to uh, like tons of people. So we
Okay,
have
that's awesome.
sort of a
So
sort of
then
a
do
package.
people come on and off? Like, do other people come on?
Uh, yeah, usually we have some other people that they will come on, and it's sort of like an open.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of
It's
like an open door policy thing where people can just come on and talk and
yeah,
do things. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Good for you.
yeah. Um, we do every Saturday.
Yeah.
So welcome back like anytime.
So why Saturday? Is that just the best day? Is that no reason?
Uh,
I'm especially during the football season. I just am curious as to Saturday. Only
uh,
because I know you're in a Big Ten location. I'm just it was and I all yeah. So well, it's great though. It makes it really convenient because people will be free from their day to day. So that's awesome.
yeah. So kind of get relaxed,
Sweet.
for whatever you else you want to do on the weekend and whatever
Well,
else.
that true. Yeah, I like that. It gives you something. Yeah. Well, I will share if there's any businesses out there, business owners, entrepreneurs, anyone out there listening that has feels a need for executive admin support, I would love for them to reach out to us at moxievirtualsolutions.com and give us, let's talk and see how we can support them.
Hi, Sue.
Hi, Sue.
And welcome. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you heading to?
We just finished. Our daughter's on the rugby team with our local high school here, and they had their state tournament today, and they just
Oh,
finished their game. So we just
This
no.
is playoffs.
This is playoffs. I'm
Now
sorry.
we go to
Next
state.
week is state. Today was
okay.
playoffs.
Did they win?
They won big.
Woo,
It was
good job. That's exciting.
48 to 5.
And I got
Oh
my
my
first.
gosh. Holy cow.
And she scored for the first time
Oh,
herself
yay.
during this game. So it was a great day.
Oh, well, good for you. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. This has been very fun. So I appreciate you guys carrying on while we were wrapping up that game. And I'm sorry I missed the first part here. So I'm going to back up just a little bit. Angie, can you tell me a little bit about what you all do?
Yeah, so I own Moxie Virtual Solutions, and my team of smart and savvy assistants are at the ready to handle all the administrative, non-revenue generating activity that all businesses require, but that is not required by the business owner to do it, nor should they be doing it. So that is what we do. And we do it with some flair, with some moxie. I just got to share with Emily what the word moxie meant, so that's always fun.
Excellent. So, and where are you located?
I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio. And are you also in Wisconsin? Yeah. Yeah, we got a big we got a
I
big
am.
day coming up. Okay. Yeah. So I'm a Buckeye. So hopefully I'm still welcome to be on the podcast. As a matter, that's what I'll be doing next.
All good.
Okay, good. Thank you. You never know.
Yeah, you're still welcome to be on the podcast.
Thank you. I love that. Thank you. We take our college football seriously, so I know what that can be like.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, this was fun. I mean, I think this is really cool, and thank you for letting me come on and just chit chat and get to know everyone. And so, I mean, so people this is fascinating to me. So you hop on and then people come in and come out. And do you always have a guest, or do you I mean, people just.
Yeah, ideally, we try to have a guest each week that we can highlight somebody and what's all going on with your business, whatever it is that you're on and wanting to promote is all good. And we've got quite a few friends that we run open house style. If they're available, they come on in and join us and join the conversation and share what's all going on.
Yeah. Well, I will share one thing that would be great for people to, especially business owners right now. We're halfway through the month, which is crazy to me, in fourth quarter. And I know there are business owners out there who are feeling the fact and knowing that they've not done any planning for 2026. Because I'm probably luckily for me, I have people helping me. But one of the specials that we're offering right now for $100, $99, they get 1 hour strategy session with me. We talk through all the things, we put it into bite-sized pieces, we create a plan, and then we share how you can execute that plan with either a DIY or help from us, or just what does that look like, and get it out of their head, take it off their shoulders, and put some action around it. And right now is the best time to do that. And I don't know how can I share that information? Just Angie at Moxie Virtual Solutions. If there's any business owner, anyone out there that is in that space where they just need somebody to talk through all the things that are running through their mind to do for 2026, we'll schedule that 1 hour strategy call and we'll help you through that.
That is fantastic. And how long have you been doing this?
So I've been an executive assistant for forever. That's how I started my career. And I found out that I was really good at it, did it in the C-suite level. And one thing led to another. Like I said, this was never on my radar. I call myself an accidental entrepreneur. And I found myself without a job, and the only thing that kept really coming my way, like it was knocking down a door, really coming after me. So I say I'm walking God's path because I believe it was God knocking down the door. Um, but it was a local boutique consulting firm wanting contracted virtual executive admin support. So I just started doing it because I needed the work. And then when you sit in that space so closely to the executive, whether it's figuratively or, really in person, and you do it well, you get a lot of people who want you to help them as well. So after that, I just started getting a referral after a referral to the point where I needed to bring on a team of people to help support the referrals that we were getting. And now I'm just shy of 6 years in, and we find ourselves being a full service agency. Basically, we're just a bunch of problem solvers who know how to figure things out and how to get things done. That's exactly what we are. That's what we do. And I find that not everybody can do that.
Yeah, but everybody needs that. That's amazing. I love that that's what you're all doing.
Yeah, everybody does. And the thing of it is they have to get to a space where they need to see and feel the value, because they won't do it for themselves until they see that. And my thing is, you know what? Well, I love a statistic. I failed statistics in college, but I still love what they do. They tell a story a very powerful and easy way. So Forbes put out a statistic that the average business owner works 50 hours on average. I'm sure it's more. But within those 50 hours, a business owner spends 62% of their time, 62% of their time, so more than half their time on admin and non-revenue generating tasks. In my opinion, you can't afford. So what are you not doing? You're not building your business. You're not strategizing. You're not reaching out to clients. You're not getting new clients. You have there's probably no revenue coming in, or not as much as you would like, because you're doing things that, number one, you shouldn't be doing, probably don't know how to do, and you probably hate doing. So you're not doing them well. So that's the other side of it. You're not bringing in business, and then the things that you are doing, you don't even do well. So that's a recipe for disaster. So what that tells me is you can't afford to not hire a team of people like us who do that and who do it well. And time is money, and you have to spend money to make money. That's what I say. So at least have the conversation with us to see what it can look like. That's what I tell everybody. Just have the conversation.
Yeah, and that's brilliant, because you're exactly right. If you're bogged down doing all the minutia of what's going on, because all the businesses, every business has that. There's stuff that needs to happen. It has to get done. Yeah. And when you're the one who's a jack of all trades and wearing all the hats.
Yes, exactly.
You can't get ahead. And so you're right.
Well, and then it impacts your personal life. And I can speak from experience. This happened to me in the beginning, because there comes a time where it's not until you really feel where it hurts. So it's impacting your sleep. It's going to impact your relationship with your kids, because you're not showing up to the sporting events or to the plays or the concerts. And then you're not showing up with your spouse. You're not showing up at the gym. So your health is taking, a hit. It's just really amazing how, it seems little with what we do, but the impact of not doing it or doing it yourself, what it can actually do to you physically, emotionally, mentally, all of the things.
100%.
I feel like we're kind of like wizards or something like that. Like we've got some serious, I just realized how much power we really have.
You're absolutely right. And that is the value in that. I just keep thinking, it's like to be able to buy back time. What a concept.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah,
I think about
my apologies.
That's okay. It happens. It's all good. Yeah. So anyways, that's what we do. We're out here for everyone who needs that kind of help and support. We love, we work with a lot of nonprofits. I love, working. It's any size business really, and business owner that we work with. Everyone is so different, and we just really, we're not cookie cutter. We find out what the client really needs, and then we fill that need, whatever it looks like, forever, how long it needs to be. And sometimes it's not even the same person. Sometimes we have to have multiple assistants, doing multiple things at different times or at the same time. Not everybody does everything well.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has their strength.
Right. Yeah. Oh, you're really freezing up, Sue. You must not. Oh, Sue. You
We
see?
talk about that a lot. Everybody has their own abilities that are tremendous, and if we can all maximize that, I'm almost back to my good stretch here.
I did not understand anything you just said for like the past 3 minutes.
Back.
Sue. I can't understand what you're saying. You sound like you're a bag.
Yeah, because I think I should be okay from here forward once we're the highway is in sight, and usually getting on the highway is beautiful as far as reception.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, at any moment now it will pop back because we are just getting on the highway, and we should be good once we get until it starts coming through.
I feel like in the meantime, like
are we good now?
I think so. I was thinking we should have just muted you and I could just like talk randomly. Or, I don't sing, but I could have done some kind of performance maybe to entertain everybody.
There we go. Be getting back to normal here.
You're still frozen.
You're all good. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Let's see how long it lasts. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna disconnect my audio and dial in by phone, and then I won't have any more issues.
Well, I think you might be
so
better.
Give me just a moment here. All right, hang tight. I'll stay good if I can disconnect. Right back.
Okay.
So, Angie, what's like your kind of like favorite thing that you about what you do?
What's my favorite thing about what we do?
Yeah, if there's
I
anything.
mean, so I think what I love the most is the different types of businesses that we work with. Because of our skill set, it allows us to help a lot of different types of people. We're not trained to be in any one industry. So, we get to learn a lot about a lot of different things. And we also support a lot of nonprofits. And so that really makes me feel good because I feel like it's our way of giving back, and supporting those individuals. So I really think it's that is our clients, and I love giving opportunity to women, and I say women because 99% of our assistants are women. But I would let we do hire male assistants as well. Actually, we do have a gentleman on our team who's he's our technical lead. So I shouldn't say just women, but I do love giving people the opportunity to do what they do best and be able to do it with flexibility because they can work from home. So I like that too. That's all a part of what I would say is my favorite part of what we do. Plus, I also get to meet really cool people like you and Sue. Normally, I mean, in the normal work environment, I wouldn't be doing this kind of thing. So gives me opportunity to meet some really cool people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been working with nonprofits too.
Yeah, Yeah, we love our nonprofits. They do some amazing things in the local area, and well, not just in the local. They may be local, but their impact is, has a pretty far reach. So that's pretty cool. Are you back, Sue?
Oh, ever. Uh-uh.
Can't hear you.
No, you're still muted. You can see you though.
Yeah, yeah, the video looks good.
There we go. All
There we
right,
go.
how are we now?
You got the right button. Okay, we're good.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I don't know how much of that you heard, but Angie works with
Well, I was dialing.
yeah, Angie said she works with nonprofits. Well, everybody, but a lot of nonprofits.
Yeah. Eventually, I would like to say we only support nonprofits. I would like to be the preferred admin support team for nonprofits, but um, you know, depending on what that looks like, some nonprofit, there's nonprofits have different needs for different reasons. So, but yeah, I love it because it's like I feel like it's our way of giving back and doing and be able to doing different, a lot of people you have a limited amount of time. I can't support and do things for every nonprofit that I would feel passionate about, but in this space we actually can because we can supply assistance and support for multiple nonprofits, so that makes it fun.
So, can you give us some examples of some of the tasks that you're able to take over for them?
Oh, sure, we can do it all. So this is the interesting thing. So many businesses are different, and every business has different needs. But it can start off as when you think about basic admin work. So if you are a business owner whose calendar is out of control, your email is like it feels like a weighted blanket on you. Also if you think about just returning phone calls, returning messages, like I said earlier, sending thank you cards or birthday cards to your favorite clients or just your clients in general. Managing projects, helping with events, and I say projects, so anything could be a project really, but just whatever it is that's, if there's a certain time of the year where you do certain things, like maybe it's a fundraiser, maybe it's a I don't know, it's some sort of initiative that goes along with your business, and they're just tasks around that. I call that a project, right? You have something to do from start to finish, from the planning, volunteer, all the things. Those are the types of things that we do. We also, of course, there's always social media, whether we're building content, creating the calendar, pulling analytics, putting reports together about how effective your social media is, actually doing the post, scheduling the post, creating materials for your business, whether it is workbooks, flyers, assessments. Of course, then there's the technical sides of building a website, creating a CRM, updating your CRM, creating funnels, automations, all of the things. We have a fractional HR person on our team, so we can help create onboarding for your business. We've onboarded clients onto different payroll systems, and we also have done payroll for clients. We create SOPs, and we also have a bookkeeper on staff. So, I mean, basically, we are whatever you need in that back end. We literally just figure it out. I've created a community of gifted assistants that just some people like. I have one woman who just wants part-time work who does really amazing Excel spreadsheets. So whenever we have a client that needs an Excel spreadsheet built, we have that person. And we have people who do beautiful professional PowerPoints. We have people who understand and know how to utilize AI. Um, I mean, really, the list is endless. I could go on and on because as you hear about the things that we do, you think about what your own needs are, and you start to think, oh my gosh, well, do you do this? And maybe we haven't, but typically you're basically buying a skill set, is what I tell people. We're problem solvers, we're efficient, we're task managers, we're scheduling queens. I mean, the everything that we can do, or what we don't even know that we can do. It's just a matter of having a conversation and getting to the bottom of what your needs are and what that looks like. We put a plan together and we make it happen.
I love it because again, that's all those things that the can bog down a business. When you've got a small business, that is so valuable to be able to hand off those pieces, because they're necessary. Those are absolutely necessary pieces of every business.
Yeah.
And to be able to have somebody they can trust, they can hand these things to, and know that things will get done well. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Amazing.
so that's what we do. And funny enough, we've even done it for non-business owners. So one of the best stories I have is we had a busy mom who's like, I wish that these are things that are just they're task driven things, but you just have to know how to do the research. You have to know how to find the information, and then you take the information and you create a pretty report so it's easy for people to read. And we had a busy mom that her kids were mad at her because the previous year she waited too long to look for summer camps for them, and so they all had to go to the YMCA. So the next year she hired us. I had a very smart young lady who was great at research. She interviewed the kids, found out what all their hobbies were, what they were passionate about, what they would want to do during the summer. She did all the research, put it together beautifully in a spreadsheet. All the mom had to do was to basically click on the link and pay for it before it was too late.
That's brilliant.
I know. And so, I think about this all the time. I think about how people get overwhelmed. Let's say your parents are celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. Well, who doesn't want a party? Well, people get overwhelmed with that. We don't get overwhelmed with it. We love those details. And we figure, yeah, we love the details, and the details are everything. So, I laugh because although our main focus is our business owners, everybody could use a personal assistant every once in a while. And that's what we like to call it, of course, in the B2C, the consumer space. But whoever you are, whenever you need help, just give us a call because we'll make it happen for you.
Awesome.
I won't do your laundry, but I will plan your event. I will, there's a young lady we have on the team, and she's, every week she orders groceries for it happens to be a business owner, but it's things that we can do. She does the order on Instacart and it gets delivered. And I think, my gosh, I mean, we could be doing that for everybody.
What a great way to go. I love it. So you basically customize for everybody you're working with. Then there's not really, it doesn't sound like it's a cookie cutter anything. It is meeting your client where they're at and building a program that works for them.
Yes. Well, and I say that your business is my business, and I don't want the interactions I have with people to just be transactional. I want them to be, I care about that person. I care about their business. And this is the differentiator for me. When I was in the corporate space, sure, I cared about what people thought about me and my work. How was my, did I have, was I was I doing things well? But now it's so much more personal. I really I'm meeting people who are living out their own dreams, running their own business, and I get it. And it's important. It becomes who you are. You can't separate it from your personal and professional. It's everything. And so I take that seriously, and we really do. We tap into what it is that they really need. We find the right people, and like I said, sometimes it's different team members for different things. Sometimes it's me just having a conversation with them to kind of just get things right in their head, and how to make it all work and how to make sense. But that's the only way I would know how to do it, and it's fun. It makes it fun to be able to have that relationship and to know that we're getting them going. We're getting them to be able to see their future, to see their goals, and to make it happen for themselves.
Amazing. So with the folks that you're working with, that you're employing them to do this with you, are they all local to you?
Nope. Actually, I think I only have one local assistant. So, we are virtual. So almost all of my assistants are virtual. And almost, I will say the majority of our clients are in Cincinnati because we get a lot of referrals. I do a lot of networking. But being in the virtual space, we do have clients in California. We have clients in Colorado and Texas. So, our span of, who we can, help is the day that I get a client that's in a different country, though, that might be my day that I may just close up shop then because I'm like, I made it. But we are everywhere. We can be everywhere. We have, people who work in different time zones. That doesn't matter. The industry doesn't matter. It really just it, you know, where we fit best with clients are they understand and appreciate that they don't have to hire a W-2. We're 1099 contractors. They work through me for payment. I pay the team. So, all they're doing is basically signing, we're having a conversation. They signed the contract. We get the right assistance in place. And I say sometimes it can be assistance because if they have a website that needs to be built or updated, that's going to look like a different assistant that's over here doing their admin work. It's typically not the same person, but we make it work. But and I say that's why we're great for startups. Startups out of that proof of concept phase, startups that have a have used up all of their family and friends and girlfriends and boyfriends to help them do things, and they know they need help, but they're not ready to commit to W-2 hires. So that's where you bring us in, and we just come in. And the beauty of us is we can be so flexible that if they have an idea that, okay, I have an idea that, you know, I want to do this, but I'm not sure it's going to work. Well, let's just see if it works. Let's try it out. We bring in a project person for a while, whatever it looks like. And then if it works, great, then let's put a plan on how to get it going. Or if it doesn't work, then scrap it and start over. It gives a business owner a lot of flexibility.
Oh, that is so brilliant. I love what you're doing. I love how this all comes together. So, have you do a lot of networking? So I'm assuming that's how you guys all met. And how did you meet Emily or Kurt, or how did you come to
I met Kurt
us?
on I believe it was I don't even know it's this 3 o'clock, a Tuesday 3 o'clock speed networking session. Yeah, so that's where I met him, and he does a podcast, and everybody's invited. And I was like, well, you know what? I love being on podcasts. I think they're great. They're super fun, and I love talking about my business. I do, I'm very humble about what we do. I do know that what we help a lot of people do great things, but the clients that we get, that's where I refuse to be humble. We have amazing clients, and I realize we're doing amazing things because we're helping these clients do what they do best. And so just, going out there, and I do a lot of networking. I do a lot of in-person networking. I do a lot of virtual networking, and I do a lot of work in LinkedIn. And it's so that we can just get out to the world. Here's what we do. Here's what Moxie does. Here's how we can help you. Let's just have a conversation.
Amazing. So I guess that makes me think here. So when you're networking, are you looking for businesses you can help? And also, are you looking for people who maybe you want to hire in to take on some of these projects? So what aspect do you usually focus on?
So yes, yes, and I'm going to add one more yes that you didn't hit on. I am always looking for new business. So yes, I want to meet, and here's the thing, sometimes it's not always the people in the room. Sometimes the people in the room are somewhere else and they're talking to someone. They're like, "Oh my gosh, I can't do this because I don't," and they're, I have too much work to do. I can't go and do this. And then they're going to think, I met this person a while back, and she does this. But yeah, so I'm always looking for new business. I'm always looking for great assistants and people who have this skill set. But the other thing that I have added to that list are referral partners. I love getting referrals. I love being able to refer. And I think in this space that we're in these networking spaces, I love to find preferred, referral partners. So we always know that we're looking out for one another. And I think just being able to introduce great people to other great people is just a lot of fun.
Awesome. I love that. That's perfect. And that always comes back around. The more people you help, the more you find you get helped in the process.
Amen to that.
It always seems to work that way, right?
That's right. They give before you out. Give before you get. Give before you get. That's what I say.
Well, I know you did mention about the mom that was helped with the camps. Do you have other clients that are like a favorite connecting point that you've helped with?
I love all of our clients because all of our clients are doing amazing things. I cannot say, we have a nonprofit that is, working with gun control. The Whitney Strong Foundation. She was a oh gosh. So we had a shooting at the Fifth Third Center, which is one of our big banks downtown, which is where I worked, and she was one of the victims of the shooting, and she started her own nonprofit afterwards. And we support her. We support clients that are in the, that are out there just changing the world with their programs. And we have a local coffee distributor that I've been working with since I started my business, and they've now moved to a big building because they just keep growing and growing and growing. We help staff them, and I laugh because I look at their team, and I take great pride in the fact that we've staffed like 75% of their team are people that we've brought on for them. And I love that.
I
I
love
absolutely
that.
love that. It's amazing. And so to say that I have a favorite client, it's like, I guess it would be like if you had more than one kid. I don't have any children, but I feel like you say you don't have a favorite, and I really don't have a favorite. I love them all for all the different things that they do, the different things that they have trusted us with, and just how we've been able to watch them grow because of, how we've been able to help them. It's a special place.
Amazing. Very nice. Well, and with this podcast in particular, this is World of Ability. Is there any stories that have happened to come across yet that is kind of ability related? Have you helped any clients that had any special needs of any sort and maybe that's happened, maybe it hasn't. I figured it's worth asking.
Well, I don't always know that unless it's been shared with me. However, we did have another local network, I'm sorry, nonprofit, Giving Voice. And Giving Voice supports families of people who have Alzheimer family members. And they do some really great things. And they do a lot with dancing because I guess dancing can help people with Alzheimer's. And so there's like just all
Did
these
not know
different things that
that.
we do. But I will tell you, one of the things that I've learned is, especially in this space with assistants, a lot of our assistants have encounter, and I've had this, where they've had, and I don't know if I'm going to say this the right way, and I hope that I do say this the right way. Where there's ADHD involved or some, I feel like that's just everywhere. But in this space as an assistant, because you're constantly focused on all of these details, I think that as we become adults, it may not have happened when we were kids, but we're finding what's going on now as adults because there's a million and one things. And, I find a lot of our assistants end up, getting diagnosed with different types of these, ADHD, and they may have dyslexia, and they don't realize it until they're older because of this type of skill set. It's really interesting. So I don't know, to me, it just makes it more fun because you learn how a new way of getting a problem solved. Everybody comes in with their own way, and everyone is kind of different. And I love that because it just allows for us to be better problem solvers.
I completely agree because that is something where it depends on how you look at it. For example, like you're saying with ADHD, there's some advantages and some special skills that come with that. If you're going to be if you're hyper focused on something, you can really do well.
Yes.
it can be. It all depends on how you use your skills. How do you use your abilities? And there can definitely be advantages in what a person can bring forward. So I love that.
Well, thank you. You just said it way more eloquently than I did. So I knew what I wanted to say, but you said it way better.
No, I love what you're saying because everything that you are doing, there's a lot of pieces of this. Like I wish I could do what you're doing because I know that there's so many businesses out there, so many groups that can make the skills that you guys are bringing forward with what your company does. That you can make a big difference everywhere you go and with all the groups that you touch. So I absolutely love what you guys are doing. And tell me again what your website is. I want to make sure we're getting that out there.
Yes, it's www.moxievirtualsolutions.com. And my email is Angie@moxievirtualsolutions.com. And there is a link that's on our website that you can click on that will schedule a meeting with us, but you can also email me directly as well. And of course, we're on all of the platforms, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook, Moxie Virtual Solutions.
Awesome. I absolutely love it. Well, and I was going to ask, what kinds of things do you get to do for fun?
What kinds of things do I get to do for fun? I play with my dog, and I don't know. I find this fun, quite honestly. These kinds of things are fun for me. But I in my downtime, I really like to relax, take a nap, honestly, because my brain feels like it's going a mile a minute. I've never been in this kind of space before where my brain is always going because I'm always thinking about things. Like I didn't start this as a business owner, but as I've grown into it, like that creativity, how to new programs and new products and how to service clients differently. I'm constantly thinking about that. So honest, I hate to say it, but I get on chat a lot for fun to talk through all of this and what it can look like. And I hate that. It's fun for me. So I do that and yeah. I don't know what that says about my life these days, but I'm about to watch the Ohio State game for fun. So
Excellent. Actually, I should ask, what time does that start?
what's that?
What time does the game start?
Oh, it's at 3:30.
At 3:30. Okay, so it's coming up.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah, so all your Wisconsin people might be on the down low for a while.
I think so. Oh my goodness. Well, I just had a thought for you. So with what you all do, I know we also have a radio show that we do. So if you have not signed up yet to be a guest with me on the radio, I would love to have you on.
Oh.
That's on Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. Yeah, I would love to be on the radio. Where do I sign up at?
Calendly.com/ability MKE now.
Okay.
Oh, and Emily just put it in the chat there too.
Oh, perfect. Oh, great. Thank you, Emily. Okay.
Yeah, so I would love to have you on with us there. We actually are live on the radio every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Central. Actually, well, you said you're Eastern time though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's okay.
So
it's only an hour.
Yeah, 8:30 p.m. and then right after that go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that would be 8:30 Eastern for you.
Yeah. So 8:30 on a Wednesday, and then right after that, we also do an episode for the Disability Channel. It's called the TDC Today Show Communities. So you'd be more than welcome to join us for both of those. If you want to find a Wednesday that would work for you, I would absolutely love to have you join us.
Well, then count me in. Thank you very much. I will sign up for that.
Awesome.
Love it. Thank you so much.
What groups do you? Oh, you're welcome. What other groups do you network with? I know you said you did the speed networking. Which other organizations have you been with?
So I belong to a local women's networking group, but we are working on hopefully getting that to grow through expand through different chapters in different cities. But it's called Beautiful Faces Going Places. It's a women's networking group. I'm a huge advocate of women in business. My mom owned a business. My husband's mother owned a business. And I don't know. There's something to be said when smart women all get together. I feel like we could just solve all the world's problems. And I love that camaraderie. I love that togetherness. But I just fill up my calendar. There's no specific group. Because with my work, I feel like I need to change it up. I need to be talking to new people all the time and tell as many new people all the time of what we do. So I go to different chambers. I get online and find groups on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and just drop in. I'm like a party crasher everywhere I go. So it just all depends. It all depends on what I'm feeling, what looks good, what looks like a good, venue for me to be networking in. But I change it up quite a bit.
Excellent. Well, I should mention a couple of groups that we've been working with. Happy Neighborhood Project is one that has been massive for us over the last handful of years. HNPABC.com. And there's a list on there. See, there's one of the tabs at the top has events, or either events or networking. I forget what is at the top there, but it'll get you to the list of when all of the events are. And actually, Emily and Kurt and I are the co-hosts for the business to business group for that, and we meet Wednesdays at 2:00 Eastern, 1:00 Central.
So what is that Happy Neighborhood? What Happy Neighborhood
project?
Oh, I see. Thank you, Emily. HNP. I'm going to have to save this. abc.com. Okay, great. That sounds good. Yeah. I mean, please share.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Because I don't, a lot of times you don't know where to find some of these ones that may be really a great fit. So I'm always open to hearing what everybody is doing and popping in and sharing the story.
And one other one that I'll mention, onthebus.biz. Actually, my Zoom is restarting here, but I think my phone is still connected. So yeah, onthebus.biz. That's another interesting group. They do a lot of networking, but they also, on a quarterly basis, have a virtual conference that they do, and that is the neatest thing I've ever seen. It is something where you are in a virtual space that looks like you're at a big conference center. You are an avatar, and you walk around, and you get to talk to people, and we'd actually have a booth there where we end up doing like short, maybe 10-minute interviews with people, and then they can utilize that video however they like.
That is super cool.
It is so fun, and everyone I've met there has been spectacular. I have yet to meet anybody where I'm like, wow, we didn't connect somehow,
Yeah, that's really cool.
There's a lot of good people there.
I'll check that out. I will check that out. Very cool. Thank you.
Chris Lipper is the gentleman who started all this. If at some point, if you get to go there, tell Chris that we say hi.
Okay, I will.
He's a really good guy.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again.
I hope so. Yeah, because that is. I always feel like having some way to give you some value being here as well. I know that those are a couple of groups that we have gone to a lot. There's also No More 9 to 5 Club has been a great group. Kurt's actually done a lot more with them than I've gotten to at this point. But that's definitely a good connecting point as well. And let's see, I'm trying to see if am I still on with you guys? My signal is gone here.
Yes, you're here. I'm hearing you.
Okay, excellent. Okay, suddenly I finally have my camera back. So yeah, I just want to make sure I'm providing some value back your way, and I know you're looking to get out there and let's see. Sorry, it's just reconnected. I'm still good on the phone here. Yes, you can still hear me.
Yes,
yep, we can still hear you.
Okay. Because I just came back on screen. It was saying, "You want to dial in?" I'm like, "I am dialed in." Oh, the joys of not being at my normal workspace. Sorry.
No, but look how fun it is though. Like you get to do it all, right? You get to go to the rugby game, you get to do your podcast. I mean, there's nothing we can't accomplish anymore.
It is pretty amazing to be able to go out and do all the things, and that's again where having a team really makes a difference. I appreciate that Emily was able to come on and get things rolling here at the beginning so that we can keep things moving.
She did great.
So what kind of things are you hoping to accomplish before the end of the year?
Yeah. For me to have all my planning done and all the things that we want to do. We're also, one of my big things that I'm working on right now is creating our own virtual VA certification program. I'm pretty particular of how I like my VAs I just have high expectations, and we've really high level business owners, and I feel like if we have high level business owners, then our admins have to meet them there. So there's just things that I find to be important, more philosophy than anything about how to manage a client or how to partner with your executive. So I've decided that I feel so strongly about it that I'm going to create my own certification program for it.
I love that. That's
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's on the top. I've been talking about it now for forever. So I feel like if I put it out onto a podcast and I spread the word out, everybody will say, "When are you getting that certification program done?" So now I basically have to do it. Not that I wasn't going to do it, but now I just have to do it quicker.
I think that's an amazing goal, and really that the value that will bring, I love it. So, well, that makes me think then you should check things out too with the Great Discovery, because that sounds like the perfect thing that you could put out on the Great Discovery as well. So that's have you heard about them yet?
No.
So if you go check out thegreatdiscovery.com/Kurt, Kurt, and you'll be able to see it's an online learning platform. And
yeah. I think I do know what that is. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, I'm familiar. I know what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm familiar with
So
that.
if
I
you're
do
putting
know
that
what that
together, it
is.
might be a good fit. It might not. I'm not sure if that's going to be the right thing or not, but the more
Yeah.
resources, the better.
Well, I'm very familiar with that platform. So we actually use the same platform.
Oh, you do? Oh, that's
Uh-huh.
brilliant. Excellent.
Yeah. That's where we would actually do our certification is through our platform. Our the it's not content. I'm losing my train of thought. Courses. We can put courses on the platform. So, and then build a community around it. So yeah. Yeah, I'm very familiar with that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I should ask, who are you working with in that?
So I will be doing it with myself and my team member. I have the technical support that we can do it in-house.
Excellent. I love that
Yes.
those that are out there that some people have come across, some haven't, and yeah, it's always good to be able to share those out. So do you have a link that you want to share out?
For the certification program?
Or even just to be introduced to the Great Discovery? You're welcome to include that if you want.
Oh, I don't have no. I just learned about the Great Discovery recently, to be honest, and I haven't really done as much. Well, so the way that platform, well, I don't know how much I can talk about this. So I
That's
that
okay.
platform's it's a white label platform. So there's probably a lot of people who use it. So we have
Gotcha.
our own white
All
label
good.
platform of it, if that makes sense.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Excellent.
all right.
So, well, any other thoughts that you want to share? Because we're going to be on here yet until the top of the hour. But I know I appreciate all your time that you've spent here with us today already. Like I said, you're welcome to stay, but I know you've got plans coming up here, so I don't want to keep you. If you want to share any last thoughts or any things that you want to make sure to
I feel like I have said everything that I could about Moxie, and I appreciate it. I think that this has been a great platform. I've really enjoyed my time on here, and I'll definitely look into all these things that you shared with me as far as networking and on the radio channel. I think that's yeah, there's a lot of great things happening here. I think this is great what you're doing, and I really appreciate the time.
Yeah, you're welcome to
Awesome.
come back
I appreciate
anytime,
you.
Angie.
I'll put this on my calendar so that it's on every Saturday. So, when I find myself in a space where, you know what, I don't have anything, but I need something to do. I need something to do productive. I'm going to go hop on the podcast. I love that. It's like an open
Perfect.
party all the time, every Saturday at 2:00.
That is perfect. I love it. Yeah, I would absolutely love to have you come on back anytime. Like I said, we're here every Saturday, so that is absolutely perfect. Please do join us.
All right. Thank you, ladies. It was nice getting to know you.
You too. Looking forward to seeing you again soon.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And with that, I actually got to get back on the Zoom itself. I know I'm still dialed in, but with where I'm at right now, it booted me off of Zoom. So I'm assuming you can still hear me okay. And please let me know if anybody else is hopping in. I can just share a few notes of things coming up. I know I was just mentioning with the radio show, Ability MKE Now is live every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Central. We are both on our YouTube channel and on riverwestradio.com. We are live on their site as well, because that is the radio station, riverwestradio.com. And that runs for 29 minutes every Wednesday night. And we always are blessed with some amazing folks coming on and joining us. We have to check it out and see when we get Angie to be able to be on with us. So we have that followed by the Disability Channel, or we also call it TDC, the TDC Today Show Communities. We do a recording of that immediately following that radio show every Wednesday night. So if that is of interest to anyone out there wanting to be on and be a featured guest, we are thrilled to have that as an option. The way to get on for the radio program is to schedule a night, which would be through our Calendly. So calendly.com/ability MKE Now. That happens to be the name of the radio show, and MKE is the airport code for Milwaukee. Sometimes we get that question of, what is that? Well, real simple. If you're local here, you know exactly. Ability MKE Now is the link there with Calendly. And if you schedule on there, you'll be able to stick around right after and stay with us for the Disability Channel as well. So that is a lot of fun that we get to do. I've met some amazing folks through that. Some other fun events coming up. I know I mentioned the Happy Neighborhood Project. There are meetings taking place all week long, including, this is the weekend, right? So Saturday morning, this morning at 11 a.m. Central. So just be upfront, all the times I'm giving are Central, because that's where I am. So 11 a.m. Central was HNP weekend, and we had, oh my gosh, we had some amazing people on today, including the one and only Debbie Miller with Prepaid Legal. We also had Santa Papa John. If you haven't met Santa yet, you're missing out. He's one of a kind. He is amazing. He is becoming quite the influencer, too, on TikTok. He has over 100,000 followers. So that is someone that you need to meet. If you ever thought meeting Santa was a thing for kids, I'm telling you right now, he is one that you need to meet and find out what he's all got going on. Actually, on Wednesday nights, unfortunately, at the same time as our radio show, there's that overlap, but he is doing some programming between now and the end of the year on Wednesday nights as well through a platform called Be Connected. So that would be something that you need to find out more about. Look up Santa Papa John online, and you'll get all the links for how to join him on Wednesday evenings. Because he is doing
Papa John, beconnected.com.
I've got my I've got my own personal assistant coming on in the front, the voice coming through telling me the website. So it is called, so to join him on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central, Santa Papa John dot Be Connected. That's in B-E, or is there two E's?
Two E's like the honeybee.
Two E's like the bumblebee. So beconnected.com. Again, Santa Papa John dot beconnected.com.
/meeting.
Meeting. Okay, so /meeting. I'll say it one more time. Now, when I say B, it's B like the bumblebee, so two E's. Santa Papa John dot beconnected.com /meeting. I will never forget that again. I've got it in my head now. And, actually, that'd be a great idea. I am actually not where I can see the visuals right now. You were in the wrong line. Yeah. We're multitasking here. So, actually, Emily, are you there? If you have a moment, do you have the time and ability to go ahead and pull up that link and share the screen? And if you are doing it, you have to just talk me through, because I can't see anything at this point. I only have the audio. So interrupt me.
So we're talking about Are you talking about Santa's Be Connected?
Yes.
Okay.
SantaPapaJohn.connected/meeting or beconnected.com/meeting. So yeah, are you in a good place to be able to do that?
Yeah, I can try doing that here. Yeah.
Awesome. And while you're doing, let me see if I can actually get a visual going here again. So I'm gonna try to log back in one more time. Bear with me for just a moment. So he's got that going on Wednesday nights. And what is it that he's doing? He's telling stories. He's actually reading stories live. And it's customized stories. It's amazing what he all has going on. Oh my gosh. He's actually getting booked up pretty tight now for what he's doing through the holidays. If you are anywhere in the well, he's in Brainerd, Minnesota. If you were anywhere in that vicinity of where he is in Minnesota, he is one that you need to connect with and have as an option for your Santa. You have a need for Santa in any of the events that you've got going on in the Brainerd, Minnesota area. You know darn well there's nobody better than him. So, highly recommended. End of story. If you can bring that up, feel free. In the meantime here, I will continue with a few other... Oh, there I'm seeing you. Perfect timing. Look at that. So anyone who's able to take a look at... You want to talk through? I have a hard time seeing this on the phone, actually. Can you talk through what you're all seeing?
Well, I was just kind of logging in as a guest here.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, so somebody who would go there for the first time, what would they be seeing and what would they have to do?
Well, it comes up with the thing about logging as a guest or a host. So you just put in your name and say login as a guest. But on the side here it has, or you can book a story with Santa, or get Santa approved. If you click on either of those tabs. Just grab your V. I'm not sure if it's scheduling with Santa or not. But yeah. It's just giving me a circle right now, so I don't know if he's might not be in there. I don't know. But anyway, but that's Santa, where Santa is every Wednesday evening to read stories.
Oh, and actually, I'm not hearing any sound here. On my end, it still looks like it's loading. Is it on the screen right now?
Yeah, it still looks like it's loading. I'm not sure if that's going on here at the moment, but
okay.
But either way,
all good.
Where you come to for Santa reading stories. But I guess I'll try to screen. If it comes up, I can start sharing screen again.
Perfect. Yeah, and that's something I know he's looking at getting it out on more platforms, so it's very possible you may be able to catch up with what's happening with him on his YouTube channel, on TikTok, on Facebook. There's lots of ways to be connected with Santa directly. And so hopefully, if you're interested in doing that, reach out, check it out. Feel free to reach out to me, and I can help make an introduction happen as well. So my email address, susan@projectdiehard.org. And that would be another piece that is, oh my gosh, talk about a lot going on. Project Die Hard has a tremendous amount going on right now. There's always a lot happening, but right now in particular is an interesting time. Just today was the Die Hard Drive. What is that? Well, every third Saturday of the month, that is the gathering at our location. So wherever, right now we have one forward operating base. Bob Rush is located in Makanda, Illinois, and once that location is complete and up and running 100%, then we will be moving on to the next location. The goal being to have a location in every state across the country. And the third Saturday of the month will always be the Die Hard Drive, which basically is a specific day and time to get together at Bob, wherever, at this point it'd be at Bob Rush, to get some work done. What does that mean? It means whatever the project is that's most important at that time to accomplish, that's what's going to happen that day. And it depends on who shows up and skill sets that are there that day as well. I always say, but when the day comes that I get to be there in person, I'll have a chainsaw in my hand and I'll be out in the woods helping carve out the paths. So that's I'm looking forward to doing that. I know that's a need that's going on at Forward Operating Base Rush, because that is a 20-acre property, and I know that there are trails in the space there in the woods, and they are starting to get grown up because and covered up because they need maintenance. Without the maintenance, they disappear quickly. It doesn't take long at all. Like over the course of a summer, you can really have. It doesn't take much for something like that to be like you're starting over. And trail maintenance does not happen. That's a problem. But that's only a minor piece. What's more important right now is actually getting the building completed. The space there in Makanda, Illinois has, there's a meeting space, there's a kitchen, and it's actually an approved kitchen. Brian made sure all the things are in place so events can take place. The kitchen can be utilized for events. What needs to be done, though, is sleeping quarters. It's a 10,000 square foot building, and there are plans for what needs to be done to get the plumbing in place, to get the rooms, the walls built, all the things that need to happen to take it from this big warehouse-ish space to be sleeping quarters for as many as a dozen of our veterans, and 2 of the rooms being large enough to actually accommodate 2 families. So that is what is on the horizon, and it takes money and it takes time. Well, and obviously materials. That's a piece of what the money is for. We need the supplies to make that happen. We need the skill sets. We need plumbers. We need carpenters. We need all those things. I do obviously not have the list of what's all needed, but I know the list is substantial, and we need to get it done. We've been talking about this for a long time, and we're slowly making progress. But again, progress needs to happen quickly here so that we can get to that end point of being able to directly help our veterans in that way. That is the goal of what's going on. I know a lot of veterans are being helped in the course of what's happening now, but the number of times Brian has reached out and said, I had to turn another one away today. Whether with whatever's been going on, even when the hurricane had hit in the Carolinas, that was a time as well where, this is your exit, by the way. In the Carolinas, there were definitely individuals that could have and should have been able to utilize a space like what Bob Rush is going to have, because people were displaced and needed somewhere to go. In the future, that will be an option, but right now it's not there yet. I always feel like we're so close to having that be an option, and yet we're so far away, because it's going to take, I hate to say it, but it's going to take thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to actually accomplish this. So one thing that will help is patrons. The goal right now is to have 100 people, 100 companies, 100 whatever, committing to donating $22 a month. That's not that big of an ask. Think about how many people there are who would like to support this organization. Finding 100 at 22 a month will be what's needed to just have all those basic bottom line needs met, as far as the electric, the sewer, the whatever those, all the bills that come in, right? We all have bills that come in every month, right? The basic needs of this organization will be met when we have 100 patrons donating $22 a month. And that also includes the outreach mission. That the main outreach right now is on the first Wednesday of the month. There's a breakfast that takes place. You go to Paducah, Kentucky, go to the IHOP between 7:30 and 9:30 a.m. on the first Wednesday of the month, and you'll be able to break bread with our veterans, break bread with heroes. That is an opportunity right now that's taking place every first Wednesday of the month. And we have other locations that are hopefully going to be started soon. We had a couple friends from Arizona that came, and they actually flew in from Arizona to McAnda, Illinois. Not McAnda. I'm so sorry. They flew in to be able to partake at Paducah, Kentucky, and that was over Labor Day weekend. They came in over Labor Day and stayed for those few days that they'd be able to participate with the veterans breakfast there, and I heard nothing but good things. It was such a good experience. They are itching to get the exact same thing going on in Arizona, and it's going to take a little bit to be at the point of being able to do that, but it's coming. Actually, stand by for just one moment. Okay, so I am having some logistic issues at the moment here. Actually, I am curious, Emily, with where you're at. Are you able to just share your screen and walk through a little bit with HNP and how people can participate and get on with us to join us for Happy Neighborhood Project, and to be able to share out how to get to those links and what the meetings are all about? Are you able to do that for just a moment here?
I could do that.
Okay, I'd appreciate that. I've got some logistic issues here as we're changing vehicles, and I just want to be able to keep things moving. And I'll be right back on in just a second.
Okay. Okay, everybody. So at the Happy Neighborhood Project, we are on the platform called Go Brunch. And gonna show my screen about the website here. It shows everybody list of meetings here. Let me bring this up. All right, so here is the Happy Neighborhood Project website. And if you click on this events and then click on networking, it brings up this page that shows the list of for things that we have going on. the posting party, 24/7 lounge, HP women, and the meeting that Karasu and I do is Wednesdays. That's H&P B2B. That is at 11 a.m. Pacific or 1 Central. And all you have to do is go to meeting, and it will take you to the Gold Brunch Room. You do not need to register or anything like that. So I just click on this and it will go to our Gold Brunch Room. Which is this room right here. So it's easy. So yeah, the meetings are throughout the week. So yeah, other ones as well. And Edwin, who's our Chief Happiness Officer, runs usually runs the ones on Fridays. Fridays at 1 a.m. Pacific or 1 Central. And there's Lunch and Learn. It should be Lunch and Learn. If you come on and give a presentation, like a 15-minute presentation to the group, and so on. Yeah, so this is a good group that was started by Edwin a number of years ago. And it's Edwin who's out in California. He's our Chief Happiness Officer. He's done a lot of spreading happiness around the world and has been recognized by the United Nations. So on for all of his work in global happiness. And which is good. And he also has Hatpreneurs, sister group, the Happy Neighbors Project. And I also have a directory of verified happy businesses here, and help us keep the networking meetings free forever. I also have a happy co-op that has there's also a happy store. Let's check this. Has different deals. Some of our partners. As well. So revenue sharing, you can get points. I started, but 4 years ago. Started the Wisconsin group. I had a lot of meetings and other places as well.
And the group has really grown. It's gone through a lot of growth and a lot of changes over time. It's been pretty amazing. The Go Brunch platform has been, I know that was a big adjustment when we all went there, but I think it's been I personally, I like the Go Brunch platform. What do you think about it?
Yeah, like it just been a little bit of an adjustment, or it was a little bit of an adjustment, but I think overall I like it now.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I know it was something we were so used to being on Zoom for everything. Now that I understand how it works, I really like it. It's different. It's functional. It does all the things you want. And you want to? Can you tell us about 24/7 room? What that is and how people can use that?
The 24/7 networking room. It's just like it sounds. It's just like it sounds. It's open 24/7. And you can go in there to network or you have meetings, anything else in there. And I see that we have Leon joining us. Mr. McLaughlin, hi, welcome.
Hey, how's it going, Emily?
Good, how are you?
Everything's going great. Just got back from Hawaii, putting our Coffee for a Cause Water for Children project together. Working on a deal with one of the top video photographers and interviewers that used to be with CNN, and also working on putting the deal together with the local TV station KHON TV2 in Hawaii. So everything's going good with our Coffee for a Cause Water for Children thing. We're planning on doing some concerts over there, fundraising. So it couldn't be better. How they say, just when you thought it was great, it got even greater.
I love it. Excellent.
Yeah.
So how did everything go when you were in Hawaii? How long were you there?
I was there for a week. So I was there over a week. And we had great meetings with some of Marianne's people, Lori, one of her good friends that does humanitarian projects. And I met her other good friend, the Birdman, who has all these beautiful exotic birds. So we all got together along with the people that manages the Harbor Pub where they made the movie Gilligan's Island. Hawaii 5-0 Lost, Magnum PI. So the treatment was unbelievable. Great folks. And like I said, we're doing the deal with we're working on a deal with KHON TV and also with the guy from that does the video photography and top interviewer that was with CNN.
My goodness, that's amazing.
Yep.
What a great report from there. That's how powerful is that? That's what it's all about.
Exactly. No, we had a great time, and we're gonna be doing some great things. We're still waiting about 60 days from getting our funding to do a whole lot with our Coffee for a Cause Water for Children fundraising with the private equity company. So that's going well also. But yeah, things are going really great.
Amazing. I know we've had the Birdman on here with us before. What a wonderful gentleman. I so enjoy him.
Yeah, and I actually met him. He's really cool.
Did you get to meet any of his birds?
I didn't. The next time I come, I'm gonna do that because I was in so many meetings. So we actually met where we're gonna have our fundraiser at Minahuni's restaurant, which is right next to the Hilton Hawaiian Village. Beautiful place in the Ilokai Hotel. I mean, it's huge, and we're gonna be doing our fundraiser there. We were with the owner and we took some pictures and photos with the owner, Kaipo Sheem. That's the one who's gonna be giving us the event over there.
That sounds so wonderful. When do you have a date set?
Not yet. We're looking sometime in February, but we don't have a date set because we want to wait to see what the TV people over there, KHON TV2 is going to do, along with the documentary, where we're going to tie it all into one. Then we'll put some dates together.
Oh my gosh, excellent. Well, we will definitely stay tuned for what that turns out to be. That's going to be tremendous. Oh.
Exactly. Along with what we're doing in Vegas, we are going to be doing a fundraiser there too, because we are working with one of the gentlemen that wrote songs for NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys, and they're going to be doing a musical now called the Boy Band Remix of the 90s. And so we're going to be working with those guys. I was at their show and it was totally amazing. And they're going to take that show on the Strip, and they're going to be working with us where a percentage go for water for children around the world.
Amazing. Oh my gosh. I always love how much good news I hear when you're on with us. That is absolutely spectacular.
Yep. So yeah, things are going super duper great.
Awesome. So, and can you go ahead and share your website out there again? How do people find out more information about what you're all doing?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Excellent.
I'll do that right now. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on for 1 second. Just sent it off. The latest links on our latest projects with our Coffee for a Cause, Water for Children, and they'll actually see the restaurant. We got pictures when you hit that link with the a model brew. They'll see the links to the Hawaiian restaurant Menehuni's. Also, the singers that we're working with in Vegas is on the other link, because we just delivered water units in Zambia, and also Senegal and Hungary, where we just did water units. We just delivered them at, and that's in the latest link on there that I sent also, with the units arrived in Zambia, that link with our youth ambassador.
Wow.
Yeah. So things are, it couldn't be better.
I love it. And so do you have an idea at this point, how many filters have you been involved with having spread to all these different locations? Because there have been so many. Do you have actually a number for how many you've distributed?
Well, we're in 40 different
by now
countries.
You had to have lost count.
So you're looking at 40 different countries that we're in. So you're looking at thousands of water units and filters. I mean, just with the Hopi and Navajo reservation, we've put over 3,000 water units with filters, along with replacement filters, to the Hopi and Navajo reservation in Arizona. Yeah. And we're still we're sending over 30 filters to them in the next 2 weeks, replacement filters. And those units in schools, homes, even in the teachers' homes that we sent water units to. So we did a deal recently where not only did we put the water units in the schools, we put them in the teachers' homes also, who's teaching on the reservation.
That alone,
that's huge.
speaks volume for what's all happening.
Yeah. And they need it really bad now, because at first the uranium mines, they had stopped for the last like 5 to 6 years. Now they reopening up those uranium mines. And as you know, that uranium get in their water. So we have to give them uranium filters. We didn't have to do that for a few years. We were just getting them filters that took out the contaminants and viruses. Now the uranium is back. We got to bring back more uranium filters and start fundraising for that, along with putting a water treatment plant there. So they really getting um, done really bad over in Arizona on the reservation over there for the Hopi and Navajo reservation with that uranium in their water.
Wow. I'm sad to hear that. I'm thrilled that you're able to do something about it. But wow,
Yeah.
I'm sad to hear that they have to deal with that.
That they have
awful.
to deal with that. That's why we want to get a water treatment plant there, because the water units are fine, but that's basically a band-aid. They really need a water treatment plant.
Right. Wow.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. So, well, I'll hesitate to even ask, like, how much money are we talking to be able to put something like that together? That's got to be a massive expense.
Yeah, that's a serious amount of money. You're looking at probably $1 million to do a water treatment plant for the reservation.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot, just like you said. But like I said, we're working with a private equity company that's going to be working with us to help us do that. So that's a good thing that we're getting private equity companies involved to help us with the problem.
That's perfect. What a difference that makes. I mean, it like you say, that working together works, and it takes a team. One person can't do it all. You are doing a ton. You personally, with all the effort you put in, have made such a difference with so many people and for so many people. I'm grateful to you with all that you've done. I don't know if you hear it often enough, but thank you for what you've all done and what you are doing. This is what making a difference looks like right here.
Yeah. And with you guys, it couldn't have never did it without the world of ability, to put it out there, and then people get interested and meeting up with everybody. Just like you said, met up with the Birdman, met up with Lori, that Mariana had introduced us to. And the Birdman, like, hey, I would like to get involved in doing some fundraising with you, So it couldn't have gotten any better than that, to get more people involved and to do what we're doing.
That is perfect. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
After having some travels like you've had, do you get some downtime?
Yeah, actually, but I'll be traveling again, because in a few more weeks I'll be heading to Vegas to do that deal with the boy band remix. I actually got a conference call with them at 1:00 today, so I'll be there in a few weeks. So resting for the next couple of weeks, but still closing deals.
Excellent. Oh, yep. I'm excited to hear more about that too. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I want to send you the links and everything when we put that deal together with the boy band remix musical show that we're doing.
Perfect. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. We got to get you more connected with On the Mark TV as well, because what he might be able to do to help connect more dots. Have you met Mark yet? Mark Phelan?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we've gone this far and have not connected you two yet. That is the next stop right there.
Okay.
We need to have, we need to make that happen.
That would be great. I would love to meet with them and see what we can do, for sure.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
I'm Emily, but can you by chance, do you have a moment that you'd be able to share, like just start a group text with you, me, Kurt, Leon, and Mark? Let's get that happening. I would absolutely love that.
Okay. Let's definitely do it. And like I said, even with our latest project that we're going to be doing in the Dominican Republic, we're actually talking to one of the ex-presidents that's going for re-election. And we're talking to him about putting water units in the Dominican Republic and working with the private equity company that's working over there to do a resort casino. We'll be doing water projects, putting them in the homes and in the schools for the children from this project. So some great things are on the horizon.
That's beautiful. Oh
yeah,
I love when we hear. Oh, sorry, go
ahead. Santa joined us.
Oh, excellent. How are you?
I was lost in, editing and creating videos, and I suddenly realized the time, and I went, oh no, I missed.
You're here.
I'm here. Yes. one of my videos is, kind of a standoutish one, but, hey, yeah, I'm seeing, I don't know if you guys are seeing all these kinds of videos from all different kinds of groups and businesses and saying, oh, Santa will do a letter and Santa will do a video and just give me these kind of details. Yeah, it's all AI and it's all computer. Whereas with me, you get the real deal. You get me making the videos, you get me making the stories. And I just wanted to emphasize that. So I'm having fun.
Awesome. Yeah, there's nothing that nothing beats the real deal.
Absolutely.
We were actually talking about you earlier today too. I was breaking up all the fun things you've got going on, and you want to share a little bit again about what you do on Wednesday nights?
Wednesday night, I am reading stories free. Did I say free? Free, 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 free. Every Wednesday night on Be Connected. I've got links all over my social media from 7 till 8 o'clock. Come and join the fun. And, Be Connected has challenged me to break their room capacity. So I'm challenging everybody to come on out. We're going to have some fun. And the room capacity is 500 people. Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh, I want to hear how badly you can break their system. And you could, because you've got over 100,000 now on your TikTok. You are definitely an influencer, and I'm sure you and Leon have met before, yes?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Many times.
We met.
Hey Leon, how are you doing today, buddy?
All right, I gotta go because I got a conference call with the boy band remix, but I'll fill you guys in. And Papa Santa's great to see you, and let's definitely get together soon for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, Leon. Look forward to it. We need to set up some time.
Okay, talk to you guys later, and have a great one. And thank you so much, Sue, for everything. And the links are in the chat on our latest stuff, what we're doing.
Perfect. Thank you. Have a great meeting and look forward to hearing more.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, you in.
Bye, Leon.
Woo! Sounds like he's got a lot of things going on.
He does. He's making a difference. He has, oh my gosh, they have water filter units in over 40 countries now, and I just am absolutely blown away at the difference he's making for kids everywhere. You make a difference for kids everywhere too. He does it in a different way, and you guys,
absolutely.
Maybe have a conversation and see what you can do to combine your forces a bit and be a force for good.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sue, I do that video every day to promote positivity and happiness. And we all get out of bed in the morning and we have a choice to make. Are we going to be miserable and grumpy? Or are we going to be happy and cheerful? And well, I would rather be happy and cheerful.
100%. I am so glad. Yeah, you're making a difference everywhere you go. You bring smiles to faces, and what more could you ask for? You got to be happy. You got to be doing positivity.
Absolutely. And it's way more fun. We've all run into Joe Grumpy, and it's not very exciting and not very pleasurable to have a conversation with him or her. And, it tends to bring, the old proverbial Debbie Downer down to the meeting. And we would rather not have them in the meeting at that time when they're losing control and they're spouting off about this, that, and everything else and blaming everybody else for their situation.
Yeah, that's never fun. I think people sometimes forget how much they own their situation.
Oh, isn't that a true statement there, Sue? Absolutely.
Yeah, we definitely can make a difference. We can make a difference for ourselves. We can make a difference for others. It just takes having that mindset. I'll give you a quick example. I'm working at an event this weekend. I've been here all week. This consignment sale of all things for kids things. It's called Just Between Friends. It's jdfsale.com, and it really makes a difference for families. And being here, seeing all the folks that come through, and being able to be a smile for them, and all of the wonderful things happening here. I mean, people can get new items for 50 to 90% off of retail because people are selling their stuff. Their kids outgrow it. it's time to figure out, what am I going to do with this? Well, you can sell it here, and people are getting things at a good deal, and families are getting a little bit of money back in their pockets. It's awesome. It is so much fun. I love seeing all the smiling
you hit the head on the old proverbial nail there. People love to save money, and when they can get a deal, that puts smiles on people's faces as well.
Exactly. It's really been a good time here. And I can't say enough good things about what this particular franchise is doing. I honestly wish I knew about it sooner, because my daughter's old enough now that it doesn't really hit all the things anymore, because it really is geared towards, for the most part, for the younger kids, because that's the stuff, the baby gear and clothing and all that kids grow out of so quickly. That's the sweet spot here. So it's good people doing good things, and I count my blessings being part of the group here, and have really made some good friends. It was not something I saw coming, but there's folks here that I only see a couple times a year during these pop-up events, and we're all like, oh my gosh, I can hardly wait to get to hang out again, because it's fun. People are genuine and are doing good things, and when good people are getting together doing good things, so much good flows from that. It's fun to see.
Absolutely. Sounds like it was a bonus day for many different reasons.
Very much so. Oh, and I got to tell you a quick positive. I left work here for a little while because Alana had a rugby match today. They won. They didn't just win a little. They won up by big. It was like, what did I say, 48-5. And
wow.
Alana scored for the first time this season. She was able to set it into the end and scored a try. And the number of high fives her teammates were giving her, and oh my gosh, what a moment that was! I'm like, proud mom moment going on. She worked so hard to make that happen. It was fun to see.
Good stuff. Sounds great. All right, I got to jump off. It's that time, but it was short and sweet, and sorry I didn't get on here sooner, but we all make it happen when we need to.
Absolutely. We appreciate you so much. Looking forward to connecting again, and thanks as always.
Thanks, Emily. Thanks, Sue.
Thank you, Santa.
Take care. And for all those with the World of Ability Podcast Network, we're grateful to all who participate with us. We've made some amazing friends here as well. And for each and every one, I send out my sincerest, heartfelt thanks. Thank you all.